What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Friday afternoon, just sitting out in the car. Actually, the Taurus. And the reason why I haven't driven it around in a while is because I had to get some new tag registrations for it, as well as pay as well as do a couple of other things. So I've been driving the Caddy for the past week or so. I love driving the Caddy. It's a smooth ride, but nothing gets better gas mileage than the Ford Taurus. But that's not why I'm making this video for. We can talk about the Taurus some other time, or actually no other time, actually. The reason why I'm making the video is because a lot of you guys have been writing me about this recent transgender bodybuilding show that had taken place, excuse me. And people want to know my honest opinion. And I'll be honest with you, and as much as I hate to say it was a shit show, basically. I mean, everyone was pretty much out of shape there at that event. I know a Navy petty officer won the show, and even though, we have to give much respect to everyone that's defending our country here, at the same time, it was a shit show. A lot of shitty physiques out there. Now, here's my whole thing about it there, and I hate to be brutally honest with it, but, even though that I'm gay, when we're talking bodybuilding, we got to talk bodybuilding, and facts are facts. And regardless as to whether it's a transgender show, all of them still should conform to the premise of an actual bodybuilding show. That being very low body fat percentages, a display of abdominals, aesthetics, muscularity, and structure. And this was not exercise on that stage whatsoever. I mean, a lot of them look like me when I did the 2004 Metrolina back in 2004. And as well as the 2006 Mountaineer in 2006, where I came in too heavy. And I did a couple shit shows, so I am an expert on shit shows. And that recent transgender bodybuilding show was a shit show. It was an embarrassment. And I'm sorry I have to say it, but, I have to keep it real and tell it to you like it is there. Regardless as to whether it's, a transgender show or so forth, there still has to be it's still a bodybuilding show at the end of the day. Now, take the gay games, for example, and the gay Olympics here. As far as their competitions are concerned, even though it is the gay Olympics there, the bodybuilders that show up are in shape, period. So if the competitors at the gay Olympics can show up in spectacular condition, it should be no different than a transgender show, because it has to be everyone has to be treated as equals. And I hate to say it, as far as that transgender bodybuilding show is concerned, fuck it. I hate to say it there. Everyone on that stage looked like shit. They ought to be ashamed of themselves there for showing up like that. I don't care if you have to get some clenbuterol or, some extra steroids or anything like that, but get your shit together there, because like I said, they may be transgender, but remember, it's still a fucking bodybuilding show. So nothing else should be expected otherwise. Do you think Bob Harris, because he was gay, that he would show up in bad shape or anything on stage? Fuck no. Bob Harris did not show up in bad shape. Me, I didn't. When I did the 2009 show, after I learned my lesson, I was held to the same standards, and people was telling me, Vince, get your shit back together, get in shape before you step back on that stage. And I waited a good 3 years until I got in shape and I stepped back on stage. Period. After being humiliated in the first two shows. So this is just some tough love there. To all those competitors, including the winner. The next time you step on stage, show up in shape. Put past that transgender part there. Fuck that. It's still a bodybuilding show. And in order to do a bodybuilding show, you have to have a extreme display of low body fat percentages, of structure, of aesthetics, and muscularity, period. Otherwise, if you show up in a flabby condition, the criticism should be the same, which is what I'm exercising. The show was shitty and embarrassing. And that's all there is to it. And that's all I got to say today. You guys take care.